will be November 15th at 1:30.
After being taken to court over his alleged involvement in a $42 million scam, Floyd Mayweather's world came crashing down. The former boxing champion broke down in tears, collapsing as he cried out for help after receiving his sentence. On Friday, the Hall of Famer's string of recent controversies reached a breaking point as he was hit with a brutal punishment following mounting allegations and damning evidence of his role in fraudulent transactions and financial crimes. The court handed down a hefty fine along with a 2-year prison sentence, marking a dramatic fall from grace for the once celebrated fighter.
We would also note that he provided me a number of letters for the community service work that he has done. It's been 20 hours of community service work with Habitat for Humanity, 10 hours of community service work with 3 Square, 15 hours of community service work with...
I'm imposing a 6-month sentence in the Clark County Detention Center, 90 days of which will be served in custody, the remaining 90 days to be suspended. He will be given 3 days credit for time served. I will give him credit for the other.
This came after the boxing legend and his legal team made several attempts to negotiate an out-of-court settlement. Throughout the process, Mayweather reportedly spent a significant amount of money trying to avoid the harshest consequences. As part of his efforts to stay ahead of the looming sentence,
my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City.
He even put one of his most luxurious mansions on the market in a desperate bid to raise funds and sway the outcome in his favor.
Investigation for a total of 45 hours so far. I know you indicated you may have additional community service work that you wanted to present today.
I will do that at the next status check.
That's fine. He has fully complied with the court's orders. Mr. Mayweather at this time will remain in
An effort to cover his staggering $100 million court payment, retired boxing icon Floyd Mayweather Jr. pulled off a knockout sale of his massive Florida mansion. He sold the luxurious Miami Beach estate for a jaw-dropping $22 million. According to Realtor.com,
Right over, check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Mayweather originally purchased the property in 2021 for $18 million, meaning he likely walked away with a solid profit from the deal. The sale appears to have been finalized swiftly as part of his desperate scramble to settle his legal debts.
Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do.
Mayweather Jr. carried out the transaction through a company linked to him, Fuyoso LLC. According to the buyer, agreed to take on a $13 million mortgage, with the next payment, $98,700, due in December. The outlet notes that this could be the beginning of a highly profitable real estate venture for the former champion. Mayweather recently listed his Beverly Hills mansion for a jaw-dropping $48 million. That property, which hit the market in September, has yet to secure a buyer. However, if the undefeated boxer manages to sell it at the full asking price, he's poised to rake in an impressive $22.5 million profit.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
After 7 years of ownership, and in a desperate move to shield himself from the legal storms surrounding him, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has decided to put his extravagant Beverly Hills mansion back on the market. The asking price, a staggering $48 million.
It's all about the giveaways. I want everybody to look. Gucci bags, Louis bags, everything right here, we giving away. Of course, autographed gloves, but I'm gonna do something special.
Which is $22.5 million more than what the retired boxing legend and current exhibition fighter originally paid. Records reveal that Mayweather purchased the sleek French modern-style estate in 2017 for $25.5 million in cash, just before stepping away from professional boxing. However, documents now indicate that the funds used for that purchase.
On this giveaway, what I'm gonna do is give 2 tickets away to my next exhibition in Mexico. But what I need everybody to do is follow all the instructions.
Nestled behind tall hedges and secured by iron gates, this lavish estate sits on a half-acre plot right next to the famed Beverly Hills Hotel. The sleek, all-white structure was built on spec by Los Angeles-based real estate developer Niall Niami, who acquired the original 1990s home in 2014 for $16 million from Marianne Metropoulos.
All of this, 2 tickets, let's do it.
The wife of billionaire businessman C. Dean Metropoulos. Floyd Mayweather Jr., fueled by the massive earnings from his alleged scam, was able to purchase this extravagant residence, which exudes luxury from the moment you enter. A marble-clad foyer greets visitors with a dazzling chandelier suspended from a coffered ceiling, setting the tone for the rest of the home.
Social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. You know, what's important to me right now is my real estate, my family, different things I'm involved with. You know, it's all about helping kids, the new generation.
Breaking tonight. OKC gonna win. OKC gonna win. You gonna break the score tonight? Come on, Papa.
Spanning over 15,000 square feet, the estate boasts 6 spacious bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. Among the many glitzy features are a richly wood-paneled library, a stylish cocktail bar, and a glass-encased wine display.
Strong in the ring just to be, happy or be satisfied. I'm satisfied with life, just in general.
You surprised you're still at this level at this age? Did you ever picture yourself to be at this level at this age?
I think we're 17 years in it now, I think we at 16 was last year, so 17 years, still hungry, still dedicated, and when the time presents itself, I approach it like I always approach it, in the best manner.
Speaking of what happened a few months ago, it was reported all through the media, your time in jail and everything like that. How were you when you came out mentally? Talk to me about.
The property also includes a separate guest house outfitted with a private movie theater, a fully stocked concession stand, a gym, and dedicated staff quarters.
Surpass Floyd Mayweather and be a better Floyd Mayweather. So, everything that I did, in a past, if it was something negative, I apologize. And, Terrence Crawford, continue to be great, continue to do you, continue to.
Making it the ultimate retreat for both comfort and high-end living. After being taken to court over his alleged involvement in a $42 million scam, Floyd Mayweather's world came crashing down. The former boxing champion broke down in tears, collapsing as he cried out for help after receiving his sentence.
And all fighters, I want to see all fighters do good in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, man, I'm be honest, Floyd, that's really dope. To hear you kind of grown man in that situation. I really, that's actually kind of dope because, and also acknowledging that at a time in your life and your career when you were younger, you talk different and sometimes.
On Friday, the Hall of Famer's string of recent controversies reached a breaking point as he was hit with a brutal punishment following mounting allegations and damning evidence of his role in fraudulent transactions and financial crimes. The court handed down a hefty fine along with a 2-year prison sentence, marking a dramatic fall from grace for the once celebrated fighter.
It's either against an MMA guy or a YouTuber. I gave the sport as a professional, I think 21 straight years or 21 years. I like the fact that I still have all my.
And his legal team made several attempts to negotiate an out-of-court settlement. Throughout the process, Mayweather reportedly spent a significant amount of money trying to avoid the harshest consequences. As part of his efforts to stay ahead of the looming sentence, he even put one of his most luxurious mansions on the market